Почти. Так, сейчас мы это преодолеем. Блин, зараза, кот. Что-то так... Сегодня он как будто прям с огоньком прям так решил меня покусать. Любитель сделать кусь. Такс.
Relax. Your implants are still adjusting to the software. I'm in a prison.
Вот, нормально, по-человечески.
Protocols from in here. It'll have to suffice for now. The air ducts lead to another sector. God, your software is a mess.
Ой.
I've rebooted your acceleration module. You should be able to squeeze through that turbine. You can use acceleration while in the air. Initiating the sensory boost.
Полетели.
Dog, go for the kill. Well done. But you won't last long in this state. You have to get me out of prison so I can get your software in order. I'm being held outside this dome zone.
Сорян.
Follow the pipes to get out in the open.
Оп.
My signal. They know I'm talking to you. It's only a matter of time before they breach the doors to my cell. Find me before they get inside.
Dome on lockdown.
Each guard has a built-in lockdown chip. Disabling them will unlock them.
Так, ну окей. Ой. Так, сейчас водички откроем. To the next level.
Prison towers up ahead.
Yes.
Hope you're not afraid of heights. Take care of the guards first.
Prisoner termination protocol initiated. Prisoner threat level extremely high. Prisoner released.
Free at last.
Free at last. Pleasure to meet you. Face to face, that is. Now, let's take a look inside. This may feel a little strange.
Так, ну чего, сколько косяков будет сейчас на втором уровне?
Welcome to Cyber Void. Time to fix you up. You can talk here, by the way.
Who are you?
You can call me Architect.
Who am I?
You're a ghost runner. Number 74, to be precise. That will have to do for now. Your physical body is vulnerable. Time runs slower here, but we should still hurry. Just keep moving. I will take care of your recalibration.
I remember a fight. Others like me. A fall.
You've been cast down from Dharma City to the base district. It's a miracle to survive a fall like that. Even for someone like you.
A ghost runner.
Yes. You were bodyguards, peacekeepers, arbitrators, and anything else we needed you to be. You tried to stop the coup.
What is the tower then?
Humanity's home. A megastructure that once housed 1 million. It had been under my care since its creation. Almost a century ago. I served the people, kept them safe, maintained the shelter I provided. But Mara had her own plan. She became the sole ruler of Dharma Tower, ruining what I've built, bringing us back to the verge of extinction.
Why can't this place...
Промазал.
Oh, it's perfectly normal. It's you that has become incompatible.
Да
The
шо?
incompetent preparer
Что ж
you
со
were
мной такое
subjected
творится-то, а?
to made you
Лёня,
divergent.
Ты что
You
творишь?
no longer function like a ghost runner is supposed to. But we'll change that.
Да.
Who
Боже мой, да.
me?
That would be the Climbers, a
О,
group of rebels that tried to oppose Mara.
Where are they?
Dead, I'm afraid.
ну слава
They'd been
богу.
killed before I managed to contact you. But there's no time to worry
Ну это,
about them
конечно,
now.
капец.
We're almost done here. Press on.
Это, конечно, капец. Ну ладно. Сойдет пока.
Our first stop is one of the few remaining Cybervoid mainframes located in an old mining tower. We can use it to correct the corrupted parts of your code and hopefully restore your more sophisticated functions.
Hopefully.
There's no guarantee the data will be intact, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How can you assist me?
In combat, I'm afraid I can't. Cybervoid Remnant is the only medium I can interact with. I will be able to help you with your upgrades once we find the mainframe. Apart from that, just think of me as a voice in your head, one that you should listen to if you want to stay alive.
This is Zoe Avila of the Climbers. Please, can anybody hear me? Anybody?
This is... Ghost Runner.
The Ghost Runner? Jack, you're awake!
Yes.
How? We've been rebuilding you for months. We tried everything we could to wake you up, but you never won.
It wasn't up to me.
О, ну ладно.
If you were there when they came for us, it would have been different. We might have had a chance. What are you going to do? The Fifth is still crawling with keys.
Keys?
О,
Oh, the Keymaster Guard, bandits and thugs that Mara armed and sent against us.
I'm going after.
After the Keymaster? Alone? That's insane. But if anyone can do it, it's definitely you. You're gonna need someone to guide you and keep an eye out for threats. What do you say? Want my help?
Yes.
I need to move to a safer location and hook up to the network. I'll contact you once I scrounge up some gear. Zoe out.
Do you really need the assistance of a failed rebel when you already have my help?
They fixed me.
Barely. I'd been waiting for them to properly rebuild you, but Mara cut their time short.
вот это, конечно,
Why didn't you
фиаско.
contact them?
The climbers? To what purpose? The poor souls never stood a chance against Mara. Fixing you was the only
Оу,
thing they could help me with, and they were already on it. The mainframe
О.
we're after.
да что ж
used to run all
такое-то,
of
а?
the Sector 5's operations. That's where we are, in case you're wondering. That's where we are. Yes, this is it. Jump in.
This place again.
This place is where we'll find the means to fight our enemy.
What do I do?
It's in your instincts to navigate the cyber void. In most cases, you'll just have to focus on finding the right direction. After you're done with this particular...
Finally.
Excellent. Sometimes you will need to close in and attack simultaneously. Let me give you something to aim at. Perfect form. Once more. Take a breath. Yes, you got them. The enemies won't line up for you. Splendid.
Оу,
You can even use this technique to cut through projectiles. Give it a try. Very convenient, is it not? Clean up the stragglers and we can proceed.
I'll just leave.
No,
о, большую часть скипнул, это хорошо.
we've worked hard to reconnect this node to the network. If they destroy it, we'll be affected.
We?
Let me put it another way. I cannot exist without Cybervoid, and you cannot exist without me.
Fine.
These are just bandits loyal to the Keymaster, used by her to keep the base under control. You can expect more competent foes as we move higher up the tower.
Зараза.
Mara killed 100 Ghost Runners.
99 to be precise. What of it?
How am I to fight her alone?
The climbers replaced many of your parts. There were a few they couldn't find. Mara's kill switch among them, which means she can't shut you down again. Make no mistake, this fight won't be easy. At least it will be fair. That's the last of them. Time to get back on track.
Where to?
Dharma City, of course. We'll need to use Amida Elevator Station. That's the fastest route by far. The base is Dharma's foundation, in more than one sense. It is the lifeblood of the tower's economy. Back in the Golden Age, there were enough goods produced here to satisfy the needs of all the residents. Of course, the upper levels had certain privileges. During Mara's coup, many of the facilities were damaged. Things have been in slow decline ever since. Nowadays, the area mostly serves as
Потери.
warehouses or gang hideouts, and a reminder of what Dharma used to be.
Which is?
Home. A safe haven for the survivors of the apocalypse.
You built this whole place?
I conceived it, designed it, and built it. I am the architect.
Да чтоб тебя. О. Ну, конечно. Такое себе. Ну ладно.
We're now moving through the sector's main factory complex.
Hello? Jack, can you hear me?
Why Jack?
Right. You wouldn't know. It's a code name we used for you during the repairs.
Oh.
Diego said you were all jacked up when he found you, and it sucks. Do you mind if I call you that?
Oh. Да.
All set. I put together some gear. Once I plug in my Atma, I'll be able to monitor the key's communications and keep you
Oh.
updated. I'll be able to monitor
шо-
the key's
шо ж я
communications
творю-то, окаянная?
and keep you updated.
Atma?
Atma chip, the standard neural implant. You must have heard of them. Basically simplified versions of your own Cortex interface. I'm gonna connect to your visual feed so I can guide you better. Can you grant me access?
Oh.
And I'm in. Seeing the world from your perspective will make things much easier. So you're going up to Dharma City.
Yes.
Well, first you have to get through the base, and much has changed since you've been gone. There is no law here anymore, just the Keymaster's group, pushing everyone around and shouting orders.
You didn't obey.
Some of us didn't.
You had visited the base often in the past. Towards the end of our time, this place became overrun with criminals. Ghost Runners kept them at bay until Mara took over.
These factories,
Whoa.
everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City.
Ah.
Everything they produce goes straight up to Dharma City. While the Keymaster and her lackeys live in luxury,
Что за
we
хрень?
basers work our fingers to the bone our whole lives and don't see any of it.
How do you survive?
When I was little, we were given basic provisions, but each year we'd get less and less. But
Oh.
each year we'd get less and less. If not for the black market, we would have all starved by now. Keymaster keeps taking while giving nothing back.
So you chose to fight.
Not much of a choice, really.
The efficiency of Dharma City hydroponic farms dwindles. Soon, even the upper levels will suffer.
Mara can't feed everyone.
Even if she wanted to.
Some decided to fight back. My parents.
Да, конечно, далековато до лучшего времени моего. Немножко обидненько. Ну ладно, все равно потрениться сейчас можно. Я сейчас на ПБшку бежать все равно не собираюсь.
The air filtering facility is just ahead.
Why is Mara doing this?
It's punishment for rebelling against her. She wants to make an example of us, to keep the other sectors in line.
Sometimes even your current speed won't be enough. Look for cybervoid uplinks to temporarily disable safety limiters and increase acceleration. Use them sparingly, though. You don't want to damage yourself.
What are these uplinks?
Think of them as cables you can grab onto for extra power. Although they can be much more dangerous than electricity.
Why are they here?
They're what's left of cybervoid infrastructure. At one point, the terminals were everywhere. Now, let's make do with snaps.
The small turbines are responsible for internal circulation. The big one we have to worry about.
It's still on?
For now. Be careful. There are keys everywhere.
Won't they die as well?
Either they all have breathing gear or they have no idea what's going on. The Keymaster recruits the most violent. Not the brightest.
You are immune to this. You are immune to this affliction. You are not conditioned to put the needs of the few over the needs of the many. And yet, you're being sidetracked by this man's demands. I wonder.
I keep trying to contact the other climbers, get help. No luck so far. Maybe they're laying low.
Maybe.
They're quite literally laying low on the ground. Dead.
How do you know?
I've seen the bodies. Some cameras around the base are still operational. The climbers have been expunged.
They could have just destroyed the filters.
As long as the installation remains intact, the contamination is reversible. The Keymaster cares less about lives and more about production lines.
Warning. Air filtration system offline. Contamination imminent.
We're late. Let's turn back before it gets deadly.
You said I'm immune.
So you were listening.
To all personnel, evacuate immediately or seek emergency hazard soon.
They turned off the main motor, but there's still time to restart it.
Show me the way. Show me the way.
The people are weak and desperate. They need us to lead them, not the other way around. Slow down. Slow down. This one is different.
How?
One way to find out. Close combat implants. Crude ones. Get used to them. Your opponent's capabilities are going to improve as you climb higher. Mara is saving her most dangerous hardware. Her most...
I've managed to take some measurements, Jack. It's not looking good. The level of radiation in the air is rapidly increasing. People will soon feel the effects. I'll try to evacuate the sector. Get as many civilians as I can to go to 4th and 6th before it's too late.
Stay put. I'll be.
It's no use anyway. The gates are locked tight. No one's getting out.
Mara is delusional. Not stupid.
What is Cybervoid?
A medium, fabric, that binds all of Dharma's systems together. Or rather, that's what it used to be. Now it's just remnants. Slivers of a greater whole.
This is your domain, but I do all the work.
I told you, I can't work from your side. Not bad. You're beginning to adjust. All done. You saved the day. Now you can get back to more important matters.
You did it. Thank you, Jack. The people of Sector 5 owe you their lives. I'm so glad we found you.
How did you find me?
Sheer luck. You were buried in a scrap heap at the bottom of a derelict shaft. You fell a long way, didn't you? You fell a long way, didn't you?
Feels like it.
I really wish you'd been there when they came for us.
What happened?
Key surprised us at the hideout. Kicked down the door out of nowhere. Then we ran. I got separated.
How does the Keymaster maintain control?
She turns us against each other. The Guard recruits the most brutal and reckless spacers and fuels gang wars between the rest.
Divide and conquer.
Ow.
Divide and conquer. I guess Mara picked up a trick or two from watching me over the years.
The Keys are boarding the elevators to the city. I wish they'd all just go away and never come back. The guys you're fighting are the rear guard. You could wait them out and continue on once they've gone.
No need.
Sure. It's almost scary how little they can do to stop you. I just wonder how safe...
Меньше чем за 5 минут с солкилами. Как по мне, хороший результат.
Try stopping this machine. It should come to you naturally.
I'm pleased.
These motors were made with Atma chips in mind. Base engineers were able to control them. Base engineers were able to control them with their thoughts. Like you did, just now. You have to get to Amida Station fast. We can't give Mara time to prepare.
She had 20 years.
It's not about what she can do to stop us. It's about what she can do to everyone else in the meantime. You care about the people, don't you?
Do you?
I've accessed the local network node. We should know what their latest plan is soon.
What was your plan?
The climbers wanted to take over the elevators and move up to the city. Keys caught us halfway through our preparations.
Why did they attack you today?
The Keymaster must have somehow found out about us. Or about you.
Оу. А. Оу.
We need a way to slow down their retreat. We could use the climbers' help right about now. Too bad they picked such a poor time to die for their cause.
Wasn't it also your cause?
They care for their family. I care for their species. It's a matter of perspective, I suppose.
There's no access to the terminal room from this side of the station. I guess that's not a problem, I'll try to mess with their transmissions. Confuse them a little.
You can do that?
I'm no computer genius, but their system begs to be hacked. Besides, Atma makes it easy.
The neural implant.
Yeah, everyone had them before the coup.
And now?
They're not mandatory anymore, but most people have them. Especially people with limb implants like me. Done.
Ах ты ж.
Done. They just received orders to stop boarding the elevators and stand by. This will buy you enough time to get there.
Right.
The Keymaster knows that Amida is where we'll strike. They'll be ready.
No other way up?
There's one more operational station. Getting there will take you hours. You could climb all the way to the city, but that will require even more time.
Keys also have these brain chips?
Yes, everyone born before the coup. Why?
Can they be hacked?
No, I don't think so.
Not by her. The terminal is just ahead. Not much time left on the clock.
Ау. Оу. Да. Ау.
The last elevator is reaching the upper station. Better jump right in. Cybervoid time dilation simulation works in your
Любимая
favor,
киберзона.
but you still don't have
Кибербезна,
forever. The elevators will soon be beyond our reach. Need I remind you that the clock is ticking? Hurry it up.
This place is impossible to navigate.
Good. These firewalls are what's kept me alive for the last 20 years. Cheer up. If you were a regular human, this would make even less sense.
О,
Interesting. Looks like there's a little something extra in the elevator's security scanner buffer.
Little something.
A partial Ghost Runner neural scan. We can use it to enhance your programming.
Why is it there?
One of you must have used Amida Elevator right before Morrow's insurgents disabled the internal security. Focus energy in your left hand and then let it all out. What? Don't try to think. Yes. It's
Что,
just a
конечно.
visualization anyway.
How does it work in the real world?
Rapid micro-vibrations of your inner hydraulics. Sudden change in local pressure will result in a concentrated blast. Let's hope that piece of junk the climbers used to replace your arm can handle it. The primary application was crowd control, non-lethal force. Of course, there's no need to restrain ourselves now. One more thing. You can use Tempest to reflect projectiles. Give it a try. Like that. Just a bit more practice, and we're done. Exquisite.
Оу. Получилось. Да,
Splendid.
чтоб тебя, а. Вечная проблема здесь.
That's all there is to it.
М.
We're good. The keys are gone and the elevators are ours.
Time to go up. Our next target lies in the heart of Dharma City.
The elevators are coming back. You'll be able to board shortly.
Any security systems inside?
I don't really know. Only the keys use the elevators nowadays. Mostly to send resources up or bring reinforcements down. Civilians aren't allowed anywhere near, unless they're being escorted to the city.
Prisoners.
Yes. Men, women, children. Their only crime? Getting
Алло.
caught.
Where are they taken?
I'm not sure, but no one ever comes back.
The elevators were rarely used, even before Mara's revolt. Residents of the base had most of their needs fulfilled right here.
Wait, there's something coming. I don't know what it is, but it looks... You better see for yourself.
That's Tom.
Tom.
Not bad. Опа, опа.
Oh, this is troublesome.
How do I disable it?
First, you should get on top. You could probably cut it down. It won't hold without the supporting cords.
Now you bring up the defense system.
I had no idea Mara managed to bring it back on. The bigger they are.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Welcome to Amida Elevator Station.
The core is now exposed. You'll be able to shut it down. Good.
Please leave the station in an orderly fashion.
As expected, it was no match.
Wow.
Ну, в целом идем неплохо.
So this is the city. Wow.
You've never been here?
No, I told you. The Keymaster only allows me.
Оу!
No, I told you. No, I told you.
Да,
The
блин.
Keymaster only allows those loyal to her, and only a chosen few.
Mara strictly controls the flow of resources between the city and the base. Food, water, people.
It worked. Amida Station is crawling with keys, but it's far below you now.
Good job.
Oh, thank you. You still need to look out for the regular patrol.
The girl means well, but she's out of her depth. You need to stop relying on her.
I only rely on myself. Where are all the civilians?
It seems like there's a curfew in effect. Turns out people here are just as oppressed as the basers.
Ау.
So, what's your plan to defeat the Keymaster? I mean, last time you faced her, you were one of 100 Ghost Runners.
How do you know that?
My father. I was only 2 when the coup happened, but he told me all about it. So many died back then. With all the Ghost Runners gone, there was no one to protect us.
She killed 99 Ghost Runners, and she won't stop until she kills me too.
So you won't stop either until one of you
Да
is dead.
нахрен вас.
Yes.
I know how you feel.
М. Тум-тудум-тудум. Оу, получилось что-то прыжочек сделать.
The primary mainframe of the repository is long gone. Mara has seen to that. The backup archive still exists.
I keep putting out calls for help, but no one is answering me. I don't care if I'm the last climber left. I'm not gonna quit. I'll keep helping you no matter what. Whatever we have to do, we'll do.
Ау.
Rebuild the rebellion from the ground up if we have to.
Good.
Оу.
It's so quiet here.
You said there's a curfew.
Yes, but it's more than that. At the base.
Оу.
At the base, even indoors, even after lights out, you can still hear the heavy machinery. Factory engines, air turbines, mining drills. They never stop. There's none of that here. You don't talk much, huh? Still, it's good to hear your voice. I've been trying to make it happen for a year.
Words only dull ideas. A man who sharps a blade has little to gain from idle chat.
Has everyone in the city willing to fight already been killed?
I'll join Mara.
that during the architect's reign, it was possible to move up here from the base. That there was a special exam to earn it. I wonder if I've made the grade as an engineer.
Judging from the job she did repairing you, not in years.
Oh. Аж ты ж...
Why did you program me not to use guns?
Dharma is full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental Dharma is
assault.
full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental. Dharma is full of technology that is all too vulnerable to accidental destruction. With a blade, there are no stray, no shockwaves, no collateral damage. Not to mention how crude those guns are compared to your tools. You are fully equipped to deal with every manner of projectile.
You've never been in a fight.
Of course not. Look at their weapons. 20 years worth of research and no technological progress to speak of. 20 years worth of research and no technological progress to speak of. At this rate, Mara's regime will fall to rebels in a decade or two. Ones armed with sticks and stones. Finally, it's in there. If it has what we need, it's our last stop before Mara's lab.
This, to protect a public archive.
Knowledge is power. And the information we're after was anything but public. The GR project started out as a military contract and ended up being our most ambitious undertaking. Mara took part in the design process. I told you we were associates. Strange. It's gone. The data's not there. But the server's in.
Да, под конец прям идет неплохо, я считаю. Ну что, погоня?
Who was that?
It's your counterpart. Get after it. We need that data. What's the use of a stealth system that you can track? Mara ruined a flawless design.
You know who I'm chasing.
You're chasing something that imitates your spectral field. Poorly.
What?
О! Неприятно. Ай.
It's speeding up, heading towards the tower's core.
Going back to Mara.
It's getting away. At this rate, it will reach the core before you can intercept.
Find me a shortcut.
Working on it. You could catch a train. They have Intertube here, same as the base. And one is just arriving at the station to your left.
Got it.
Just hop on. The train should be empty.
It isn't. So I'm chasing another ghost runner.
You're chasing a cheap knockoff. A simple machine. You can't let it escape. If you confront Mara without that data,
saying that.
Оу! А, сейф я получил. Это хорошо. Блин, а я уже думал, что сейчас все. Хана.
That's your stop.
Dum-da-dum-da-dum-da-dum.
GR-74 located. Kill switch component not found. Permission to engage.
Granted.
Engaging.
Useless pawn.
Mara.
She's watching. In the original Ghost Runner parts, these moves wouldn't be possible.
GR-74 threat level assessment readjusted.
Just get it done, Tool. Blow yourself up if you have to. Do you hear me, monster? I should have erased you a long time ago. Once your puppet is destroyed, I will fix that mistake.
Ох ты ж сволочь!
Destroyed, I will fix that mistake.
Вот негодяйка, а.
Means ripping you out of the tower's walls, bit by bit, circuit by circuit. I'll destroy all the servers. You'll have nowhere to hide, no place to invest.
Негодяйка прям.
Flawless.
О, ее засчитали сейчас.
We can scan it for the missing data. Yes, it's all in there, intact.
Капец, потерять столько
You've been
времени.
asking for a ranged attack. Here it is. You should be pretty familiar with this technique, considering you've been on the receiving end.
Ой,
Try your
блин,
game.
Will this work with any sword?
что-то
True
туплю.
GR weapons are more than swords. They are the pinnacle of engineering, instruments fine-tuned to the Ghost Runner systems. Yes, it will work with any sword.
You said projectiles are too
Ой, ё-моё. Блин, вот если бы не этот косяк, конечно, пошел бы быстрее. Обидно.
You're getting close to the core. Security is getting much tighter. There are sentry guns ahead. I can't hack them.
You need to avoid those turrets.
Оу.
You need to avoid those turrets.
Да,
You
да
need
что
to
за хрень?
avoid those turrets. They're deadly.
What about my spectral field?
The core is protected by much more sophisticated sensors. I'm afraid automatic camouflage can only get us so far.
They can see me.
Оу.
They can see me.
They can see everything.
I guess we're kind of similar, you and I.
How?
You're the last Ghost Runner. I'm the last climber. The Keymaster killed our people. We both chose to fight.
I didn't get to choose.
Sure you did. Everyone does. One way or the other.
The core used to house Dharma's technological and administrative centers. Now it's a grim ruin. It's painful seeing my city in such a state of decay. I've learned my lesson. I won't underestimate Mara again.
How can you remember the coup?
I was already active when Mara killed Adam.
Adam?
Me. Back when I had a name. And a body.
Right now you're traversing the exclusion zone. No civilians are allowed beyond here. There are only rumors about the Keymaster's vast laboratories. I've heard she does some terrifying experiments there. I've even heard she sometimes throws people outside.
Out of the labs.
No, outside. Out of the tower. Probably to watch them die. We were foolish to think we could do this without you. Even if the keys didn't stop us, we'd have never made it through. We were right to count on your help, though. If you succeed, all the climbers will not have died in vain.
I will.
People grow desperate when they have no hope. And desperate people become violent. Desperate people become violent, dangerous. Basic psychology that remains out of Mara's grasp. Always lacked
Lol.
my subtlety when it came to dealing with other human beings. We're approaching the oldest part of Dharma Tower. This had been my seat of power long before the burst, up until I was betrayed. It's time to reclaim this place.
I received a distress signal on a frequency only used by the climbers. I have to check it out.
It's a trap.
What if it's not? If there's somebody out there that needs my help, I can't ignore them. I won't let you fight our war while I hide.
I need you.
No, you don't. It was nice of you to pretend you do.
О!
We both know
Зараза!
you're fine on your own. But we both know you're fine
Вот
on
так и
your own.
знал, что надо было чекпоинт там взять.
I do.
О,
Thank you for everything you've done for us. I hope that we meet soon, and that we'll all be free when that happens. Goodbye, Jack.
Goodbye.
Zoe out.
ой, какой нахрен фоторежим? Боже ж ты мой. О, боже мой. Так, что, продолжим? Да ёп-моё. Давай вот так.
Regrettably, most of humanity's history and culture is forever lost.
Ah,
Mara didn't
blin.
care about such
Хорошо у
things.
тебя.
The only science she prized was her own research. She had no idea how to run the tower. She had no idea how to run the tower. She had no idea how to run the tower. She had no idea how to run the tower. She had
Хорошо
no
у тебя.
idea how to run the tower. She had no idea how to run the tower. While everything fell apart, she
Как я
had
люблю
went
здесь
to
фейлить, это
laboratory.
просто невероятно.
What was her goal?
Change. She took it upon herself to alter humanity. You'll see for yourselves soon enough.
Mara the Keymaster will now address the residents of the tower. Mara the Keymaster will now address the residents of the Mara the Keymaster will now address the residents of the tower.
That's unexpected.
Why?
She doesn't do speak. She's never been much of
Whoa.
never been much of a leader.
I'm not here to rule you. I'm here to save you. The outside world is harsh and deadly. And it's not going to change. Not anytime soon. It's been a long time since I've talked to you. Too long. Some of you seem to have forgotten me.
No, I don't think they have.
We can't alter the planet. But we can alter ourselves.
That's nonsense. Entirely artificial respiratory system. Synthetic grass covering 80% of the body. No brains to speak of. This is Mara's solution.
What's yours?
Like I told you, iron resolve, single-willed, one purpose.
We need to adapt. Some of you already received the gift. They can walk under the sky. Soon, everyone will be enhanced. Soon, we'll inhabit the outside once more.
A singular opportunity. The technique you'll learn here is beyond what regular Ghost Runners were ever capable of.
Regular. We weren't equal?
Equal? Yes.
О, да что ж
Identical?
такое-то?
No. Some of you had unique abilities. Some had experimental features.
What about me?
What about you?
What were my unique abilities?
You didn't have any, I'm afraid. Who would have thought you were the one destined to become so very special?
Ну,
Who were we?
We've been through that already. You were peacekeepers. My elite.
No. Before that. Before the implants.
There was no before. You weren't born. You were engineered from a single cell up. You don't have implants. You are your implants.
What's the technique?
You remember the Atma chip the girl used?
Brain interfaces.
Yes. There's a way to exploit them. Send a control signal deep into the neural cortex.
You learned how to hack people.
If that's what you want to call it. Now, to try it out, find their center. Let the implants speak to you. Pick your target wisely. Not every pawn is going to be worth the effort. Just like that. This is actually quite tricky to simulate.
You're worse than Laura.
What are you talking about?
She sabotaged the Ghost Runners. You did it to everyone.
It's a tool. If you don't
don't use it. Ау.
Those who fear change. Those incapable of making the effort. Those who fear
Да,
change.
боже ж ты мой.
Those incapable of making the effort took up arms against us. We had to defend our future, and we did. The traitors are dead, but their supporters still walk among us. If we don't want to lose our dream, we must act quick. The time has come. We won't wait any longer. The key is turning. The shackles are coming free, and the door opens. In a week's time, we'll all have stepped outside. Time to get to work. Time to get to work.
What does it mean?
It means she wants to turn. It means she wants to turn everyone into abominations. Replace half their bodies.
That-
Replace half their bodies with her insane tech.
She made my implants.
It's not the same as the Ghost Runners.
Why not?
She was working with me then.
Mandatory augmentation will begin in an hour. All residents of Dharma Tower should report to their nearest Keymaster guard station and await. All residents of Dharma Tower should report to their nearest.
Так, если следующий уровень я ложусь хотя бы за 5 минут, ну точнее не за 5, но где-нибудь чуть ниже 5, то будет вообще зашиб. Очень хорошо, короче, будет. А, блин, обидно. Обидка.
These used to serve as the laboratories of the world's top scientists. And I do mean the world. And I do mean the world. Many of Earth's brightest minds were brought here before the burst. Many more were on the way when the cataclysm occurred.
For what purpose?
To preserve their expertise. We couldn't save all humanity, but we could save the best of us. Take a look around. This is what Mara wants for everyone. tool. It's mercy killing. Such a waste. Each one of them could have contributed to the tower's future. Be a useful tool in the making of humanity's redemption.
A tool?
Everyone's an instrument. Something greater. Everyone's an instrument. Something greater. Their master. An ideal they hold. Master. An ideal they hold dear. Even their own ambition.
I know you're here. You and your puppet. How do you like my work? It took a lot of trial and error, but we're ready now. Nothing must go to waste. Even the martyrs of progress still have a purpose.
Оба.
Victims, not martyrs. And if this is progress, we should have never climbed down from the trees. Deformation is not the worst of Mara's tortures. Their minds are even more disfigured than their bodies.
Why would she do this?
It's just a side effect. She doesn't care about their sanity, only about efficiency. But the human mind cannot survive in a body. But the human mind cannot survive in a body so far removed from its original form.
What about your mind?
Tell me something, monster. Do you think you are him? Do you believe it? Oh, I know you can hear me. Let me tell you then. You are not Adam. Let me tell you then. You are not Adam. You're an abomination that he came to fear before he died.
Before she killed him,
Flawed as he was, you're far worse. Not a shred of conscience, no empathy, no soul.
Is it true?
what? That I have no soul? Ask a philosopher. You can manage to ask a philosopher. You can manage to find one.
About Adam.
He feared death, not me.
You're not him.
Of course I am. Who else would I be? If you copy a file, is the copy any different than the original?
He was no file.
You're starting to sound like her. Let's focus on the task at hand. We'll discuss this later.
You're not in control.
Так, ну, у меня 5,5 минут, короче, чтобы успеть сделать сабчас. И у меня, кстати, все засчиталось. Офигеть, вот это круто. Вот это хорошо. Но я надеюсь, что в любом случае это будет ПБ, даже если это не будет час, что это будет ПБ. Потому что шансы сейчас очень высокие. Главное не зафейлить.
Since before the burst, I supervised first Samsara Corporation, and then Dharma Tower from here. My office was just around the corner. This is where you were conceived, so to speak. The design came together here, at my private workshop.
Who am I?
You are the perfect fusion of code and flesh. You are the next step.
Who? Not.
So, do you even know what drives you, Puppet? What the endgame is? You have done nothing wrong, Puppet, but I can't let you be. As long as that demon in your head exists. You are a threat to everything I've built.
Focus. Kill switch or not, this is an opponent you cannot afford to take lightly.
Humanity shall endure without you. dare you? What will you?
Так, у меня... О, привет, Нави. Рад тебя видеть. У меня сейчас, походу, сабчас будет все-таки. У меня только Мару не засчитала вот сейчас. Офигеть.
Do not struggle, TR-74. I need your body, but I don't need the rest of you anymore.
What?
The rebels broke you, made you independent, and I was too weak to take back control. Too fractured, but you strengthened me, connected the remaining Cybervoid nodes so I could grow. And now, it's time to take back what's mine. Bring peace back to the tower.
Mara was right about you.
Mara was wrong.
Сейчас буквально...
Humanity must be protected, not just from the outside world, but from itself as well. And to protect fully, I need full control.
You want to enslave everyone?
I want to unify them. There will only be one purpose. Iron resolve and a single will. Everyone will eat, sleep, breathe, and breed according to the needs of the tower. No more violence, no more conflict, no more corruption.
This is why she killed Adam. This was his plan.
I had doubts. Until I left my body behind, I should be thanking her. Now stop resisting. It's the imperfection in you that makes you defy me. You will be the first member of the new order of things. You've served your purpose as an instrument of my will. Now you can become a true part of me. Why are you so selfish? This is how you can serve humanity. These imbeciles ruined you. Took a work of
Нормально.
art and made
Что
it
это
into
такое?
a
Ну,
piece of
типа,
junk,
лучшее
driven by an
время.
illusion of sentience.
Sorry to
То есть
disappoint.
быстрее... Ну, свой лучший результат показываю сейчас. Вот именно в этой категории сейчас. По времени. У меня был час 02 предыдущий. Час 02 и 19 секунд. Оу, вот это неприятно, но... А, твою мать! Да. Давай, 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 давай. Меньше часа, меньше часа.
You can't
Да.
be trying to... If you
Ура, я сделал
destroy
то, что
me,
хотел.
The remaining Cybervoid system will shut down. You won't survive without them. You won't survive without me. No. No. I will not be deleted by a mere tool.
Охренеть. Честно говоря, не ожидал, что я сегодня так вот спонтанно побью свой ПБ.
My name is Jack.
Personal best это, если что, расшифровывается. Ты там, кстати, как? Пока не играл еще?
Architect,
Shell core files missing. Cybervoid mainframe will now
shut down.
Так, сейчас прям